Hi everyone, my name is Zuhaib, and today is Saturday. It's time for another video topic that is sequential chain from LangChain. And in my last video, I talked about SQL chain, that how we can make a query to my SQL database using LangChain. And yeah, I really received a good feedback from you guys. Thanks for that. And if you guys have not subscribed my channel, then subscribe it first. And with that, let's get it started. So sequential chains from LangChain, as the name suggests, the sequential chain, there are multiple LLM chains that are being chained together to perform a series of different actions. Every LLM chain performs different action, and the output of that chain is given as input to the second chain, and then the second chain works some kind on top of it, and so forth. The process continues until and unless you get the final out your final desired output. So sometimes happens what happens is that you want the LLM to perform multiple actions one after the other. So in that analogy and in that use case, you may use sequential chains provided by the LangChain. So there are two types of sequential chain. One is simple sequential chain and the other is sequential chain. There is not much difference, but there is still some difference. If first we talked about the simple sequential chain, here is some simple sequential chain being given in which we give some kind of a input to the chain one, and then the chain one performs some kind of action, and then the output is given to the chain 2 as an input, and then the chain 2 works something on top of it, and the output is given to the chain 3, and this process continues and until and unless you get your final output. So in this simple sequential chain, the outputs are given to the next chain automatically in the form of a strings, what LLM gives as an output after each stage. So this is a very simple process that is being followed in simple sequential chain. But there is some another type like the sequential chain. In the sequential chain, you can name the your inputs and also your outputs as well. So there can be multiple inputs and multiple outputs, but in the case of simple sequential chain, there will be only one input and one output. So if you need to process multiple inputs and multiple outputs, then you need to use a sequential chain over that. Yeah. So today we will be talking about aspect-based sentiment analysis and how we can use LangChain to perform this task. So first we talk about what is ABSA or aspect-based sentiment analysis. In traditional sentiment analysis, you are being given by some kind of a review, and you just analyze that review, and you give a thought about the sentiment, whether the review of the sentiment is positive, negative, or neutral. But in ABSA, you give some kind of a deep sentiment analysis in which you judge the performance of some kind of a product or some kind of a service from a certain attribute or from a certain aspect point of view. So yeah, so this is ABSA, and this is performed in two steps. Like the first step is aspect abstraction, and the second step is aspect sentiment analysis. So let's take an example. Uh, you are being given some kind of a review on some uh, mobile, like it can be Apple iPhone or some kind of a Samsung. So there is some kind of a review that is being given in natural language, and you want to judge its performance um, from these aspects, like the whether the screen performance is good or not, whether the camera of that mobile is good, and yeah, whether the performance of that mobile is good or bad. Similarly, whether it is valued to buy that mobile at this certain price or not. So you can judge the performance of a mobile phone by analyzing those given reviews in natural language through ABSA. So there can be many multiple use cases of ABSA, like customer experience analysis. You can review the reviews given by the different customers, and you make a thought about the aspects, different aspects of a given product on which the reviews are being given. Similarly, you can review the reputation of some kind of a brand, and also about you can do social media monitoring. For example, in the time of some election, like in USA or in some other countries, you want to judge the sentiment of different people by analyzing the tweets or some social media posts like Facebook. You can, yeah, so you can use ABSA over that to judge the sentiment of the people about some certain or specific personality. Yeah. But in today's topic or problem, we will be covering the ABSA about nursing homes to judge the quality of their service. So, in a nursing homes, the old age people lives, and yeah, the nursing homes take care of them. So we want to judge the performance of a nursing homes by taking some kind of a reviews from some website, uh, and the reviews it can be given by some old people living over there, or it can be by their relatives. So we want to judge their performance of those nursing homes. So the aspects in that scenario can be about their staff, whether the staff is working over there is very good and they are taking care of the residents or the people, old age people. It can be about the food provided over there, whether it is nutritious or not, whether they are providing the variety or quality. Similarly, there can be aspects about their building, whether the rooms provided by the community or nursing homes is clean or dirty, or it is well furnished. Similarly, the activities over there are being offered or not, and similarly, whether the management working there plays a good role and is doing a good communication with them or not. Similarly, it can be about their cost. Yeah, so this is the problem statement, and we will be seeing that how we can use LangChain to perform this sort of a analysis on nursing homes. So we will be using sequential chain today, and in sequential chain we will be creating two separate chains. First one is related to aspect extraction, in which we will be extracting the aspects that are being needed for us for ABSA. These aspects can be related to about their staff, about their food, and about these other aspects as well. Yeah, so there is the second chain, that is aspect sentiment, which will tell us about whether the expected aspects are positive or negative. It will tell us about their sentiment. So yeah, so let's get started with the code. We will install the libraries first. It will take a while. So the libraries are being installed. Now let's import the required libraries. I have imported OpenAI LLM for our certain task. Similarly, I have imported LLM chain that we will be using. Also, the prompt template and few short templates will also be used. Yeah, the sequential chain, that is our main topic, will be configured. So this is for the importing the environment variables. Yeah, so also we will import the OpenAI because we need it. We will be using the LLM given by the OpenAI. So yeah, so here I have imported the environment variables which contains our API key. So it is a confidential information, that's why we are using the environment variable here. Yeah, so in this command, we have set up our LLM by using the temperature point 7. Yeah, so yeah, these are so here we have started the implementation of aspect extraction chain. These are few examples in which that are being given for few short learning of this extraction chain. I have included the two examples. Like here is a review. Improve the communication updates to families, improve consistency with housekeeping. It was supposed to be weekly, but now it is every 2 or 3 weeks. So there is no consistency in the staff either due to higher turnover rate. Improve the services in the dining room along with meals options. So, so this is the review given by some relative of the old age home people living there. So the aspects can be related aspects can be communication on updates. Like there has been talked about the communication updates with the families, housekeeping consistency, staff turnover, and dining services. So these are the related aspects in this given review. Similarly, this is the second review in which we can see the aspects can be staff attitude, the care plan setup, staff involvement in activities, oversight during activities, and memory care area. So these are the aspects that are given in this review. So these are two examples that I have set them up in this chain for for short learning of this chain. So here is the prompt template that we will be using. Like the first review, like here the review will come, and then the aspects will be placed here. Yeah, so the input variables, our input variables like will be review and aspects from these examples. So this is our prompt template, and so there were given two examples, and let's print out the first example here to see how it will look like in our prompt template. Here is the examples 0 from this list, and we will be unrolling this the dictionary given by this example. Like this dictionary we will be unrolling and given as an input variables to this prompt template. So let's see how it looks like. So yeah, so our template was like this, and our output is similar to this given template. So here is the few short prompt template being used. We are using the same example prompt that we have initialized over here, and this is the suffix and prefix. Prefix is being used to initialize the few short prompt with some kind of a text. It can be some kind of a certain description about the LLM that what we are doing. Like here, I have mentioned that we are extracting the aspects from the review given by the residents of nursing homes. Take the review as an input and extract the different aspects about the food staff, building, activities management, and cost of the nursing home. Yeah. So this was our prefix, and our suffix is like this one. Like when our view will come into the chain, it will be given this suffix like review colon, and the review will be given will be placed over here. So yeah, so here I am printing the final prompt of first our first LLM chain. Yeah. So this is our prefix, and these are our two examples given above, and this is the text that review that on which we want to perform uh, we want the our LLM chain to perform aspect extraction. Like this review was being given over here, so it was just a print statement to give you an idea how the prompt look like after doing the few short prompt template. Yeah. So here I have initialized our LLM chain by giving LLM variable over here, by giving our final prompt and the our yeah. So I have initialized the output key with aspects variable. So we can take our output from this chain by using this output key. So LLM is being sorry. So let's make some kind of a prediction on this review. Uh, this is a big review. So the output of this chain is the relevant aspects are activities, dining program, elderly minds, activity, religious practices, and organs. So these are the reviews that are being given in this by being given in this review. So we have extracted those aspects by using our first chain, and yeah. So let's talk about the second chain, that is sentimental chain. So you can use different LLM over here. Uh, yeah. So this is the prompt template of our second chain, in which I have mentioned that given a below review and extracted aspects. These are the aspects that are being extracted from our first chain. So tell me about the sentiment of these aspects, whether they are positive, negative, or neutral, in the format like in the form of this tuple. So our review will come over here, and our aspects from the first chain, extracted aspects will come here, and our final output will be given in this form. Here our aspect will come, then the sentiment of that aspect will come. So this is our second prompt template, in which our input variables are review and aspects. Review is the input to our first chain. It will be utilized over here as well. Like I described in our introduction. The aspects will also be given by the first chain. Yeah. So this is our prompt template. Here I have initialized our second LLM chain, in which our second prompt comes, our LLM initialized, and here I have mentioned the output key, the final output that will be stored in this key spec with sentiment. So let's run it. So now we have initialized our both LLM chains. It's time to make them as a part of sequential chain uh, initialization. So here I have initialized the sequential chain by giving these two chains, a spec extraction chain and the expect sentiment chain. And our input variable like to this sequential chain would be the review, and our output variables can be multiple, like the given review, the extracted aspects, and the aspects with the sentiment. Yeah. So let's run it. So it's time to get the results on our unseen given review. I have given the review like the staff here is really nice and cooperative, but I do not like their dinner menu. It lacks the variety, but breakfast menu is very good. So it is our given review. Let's see what it gives as an output. So we are being given by three outputs in a dictionary form, like I have mentioned here, output variables. The first one is review, the original review given here. The second one is the related aspect, relevant aspects. It is staff attitude, dinner menu variety, breakfast menu. And our aspect with sentiment is like staff attitude is positive in a given review, dinner menu variety is negative, and breakfast menu is positive. Yeah, so it was our complete ABSA that we performed through LangChain, and by giving some few short learning examples as well. So there can be some random results sometimes. So you need to give some more reviews for better learning. And yeah, so that was all about ABSA through LangChain and using sequential chains. And yeah, so if you like my video, then give subscribe my channel, and In coming videos, I will be talking more about the LangChain topics and about different chains as well, and about different document connectors. So if you like the content of this channel, then subscribe it and also like this video. See you later. Bye bye.